YouTube has had a thriving gaming community since its inception, and this trend remains as strong as ever today. Back in 2018, the global head of gaming and VR at YouTube disclosed that up to 200 million individuals were tuning into gaming-related content daily. Nowadays, there is an abundance of gaming channels on the platform, but only a select few manage to reach a level of recognition that makes them household names within the online gaming community. The British-American content creator Aaliyah Shalesh, more widely recognized as Sniperwolf, is a name inspired by a prominent character in the Metal Gear Solid series, and she is among one of these notable gamers. Born in Liverpool, England, she made a significant move to Arizona with her family at the age of 6. She made her debut on YouTube in 2013 and gradually cultivated a devoted fan base through her Call of Duty Black Ops 2 montages. However, it wasn't really until around 2017 when she diversified her content that her popularity really skyrocketed. Sniperwolf now creates reaction videos in addition to gaming content, which has introduced her to an entirely new and broader audience, but she wasn't always known as Sniperwolf. While female gamers have always been a presence in the gaming community, Leah achieved substantial popularity in a space that at the time was traditionally male-dominated. Her earlier content was notably geared towards a more mature audience, and she gained attention through some provocative and controversial uploads, particularly during the era in which they were posted because it just wasn't really a thing to do at that time, and this further fueled her online popularity. However, just being her personality, she appeared to desire the entire spotlight for herself and often clashed with the other female gamers of that time, sparking numerous conflicts. GirlGoneGamer was another super popular gaming channel at the same time, producing similar content to Leah at the time of this incident we're about to talk about. Now, she had a significantly larger fan base than Leah at that point, and she was well known for her first-person shooter or FPS gameplay content and created high-quality videos for games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, Battlefront. And in a competitive world of gaming content creation where gameplay is taken very seriously by a vast audience, her skills and competitiveness really stood out, particularly in her online Call of Duty matches. However, with success often comes speculation, and many people began to question the authenticity of her gameplay content. Now, some doubted whether she was truly playing the games or possibly faking her gameplay. Those doubts arose because GirlGoneGamer appeared to achieve exceptionally high scores rapidly too during her playthroughs, and she declined to do any live streams or live gaming sessions with the face cam, leading many to suspect that she might just be faking her content. Given that Sniperwolf was a part of the same gaming community, many people requested that Leah address the situation, and she did. She created 2 different videos accusing why she believed that GirlGoneGamer might be faking her content, even going as far as accusing GirlGoneGamer of using other people's gameplay and presenting it as her own.
Hey guys, what's up? So today I wanted to do something a little different and talk about GirlGoneGamer. And you guys really have to watch the whole video to know the truth, because I feel like I'm going to make a lot of valid points and maybe give you some sort of insight that you guys might not have known about. And isn't it weird that when people started saying that the next day she gets a 100+ game, it doesn't make sense to me.
While Leah had a reputation at this point for already being somewhat controversial, she still had credibility at the same time. As a result, this led many of GirlGoneGamer's subscribers to migrate over to Sniperwolf's channel during the controversy. This incident did mark one of the earliest gaming dramas I remember, as I used to watch gameplay back then, although not from these specific channels. I do recall seeing this unfold and being quite surprised and seeing all the funny videos of people covering it. During this time period, while many people did side with Sniperwolf, some also accused her of faking her own gaming content. Surprise, right? But this also highlighted the significant consequences of the gaming community if a content creator was found to be faking gameplay, as it can be detrimental to their credibility given the highly competitive nature of the field, as with what happened to GirlGoneGamer. But this is going to lead us into our next segment, Enigmahood versus Sniperwolf. Enigmahood repeatedly accused Sniperwolf of various wrongdoings in a series of videos on his channel. These allegations ranged from mistreatment of her fans to faking content and her handling of criticism. In response, Sniperwolf took to Twitter, where she liked numerous inappropriate and racially insensitive tweets that were directed at Enigmahood, but moreover, she took the step of filing a Digital Millennium Copyright Act, other known as a DMCA takedown notice, against him, and this is a legal process used by copyright holders to remove user-uploaded content that infringes on their copyright from online platforms. The DMCA notice and takedown process typically requires the accuser, in this case Sniperwolf, to obtain the private information of the accused party, including their full name and address. However, this legal maneuver didn't lead to anything positive. Instead, Sniperwolf went a step further by creating a video in which he accused Enigmahood of being a child, and incredibly serious allegation just made in retaliation.
I got his real name, and of course I googled his name, and it turns out he is a registered offender. He's 30-something years old, lives with his parents still, makes YouTube videos with a hood on. How you know what kind of person this guy is.
When people attempted to investigate these claims and couldn't find any evidence to support them, Sniperwolf asserted to the public that the records had been removed. Many individuals questioned the credibility of these allegations, but Enigmahood refuted them in a video, asserting that they were baseless and just retaliatory. He also indicated that he intended to take legal action in response. It's essential to remember this incident from the past because it illustrates the lengths that Sniperwolf went and is willing to go to just in order to retaliate against her critics. This becomes particularly relevant when considering her more recent behavior with Jacksfilms, which we are going to be discussing shortly. Indeed, Sniperwolf's career has been marked by a series of controversies, and it seems that each time she attempts to recover from one, she becomes embroiled in another. This pattern has been perpetuated by various incidents, and there is a wealth of online evidence to support these claims. Her challenges with managing and recovering from controversies have become a defining characteristic in her online presence. Faze Censor is a professional Call of Duty esports player who found himself in major controversy when Sniperwolf sent several flirtatious messages to him while he was in a serious relationship at the time. This incident sparked significant controversy, leading Faze Censor to make a video response. In his video, he provided concrete screen evidence of the messages, demonstrating that they had not been doctored in any way. Anyways, it got messy, and Sausage, Leah's husband and partner at the time, threatened to sue Faze for defamation. In response, Faze Censor took the extraordinary step of contacting his cell phone provider to confirm the authenticity of the messages. Verizon, his service provider at that time, verified that the messages were indeed genuine. Sniperwolf, however, insisted that you need a court order to access such messages. In a legal sense, it is generally law enforcement agencies that would require a court order to obtain certain records from a provider. Individuals like Faze Censor can access their own personal records without such an order, though. So Faze Censor, not backing down, provided further evidence by showing the messages were also backed up on his iCloud storage, challenging Sniperwolf to pursue that lawsuit that she so desperately wanted. In these text messages, you guys, I'm going to leave a link to his video in my description so you guys can go feel free to check it out and get his entire side of the story because it was absolutely insane. But in these messages, you guys, she said, "Hi, you're cute. I would talk to you if I wasn't in a serious abusive relationship," claiming that Sausage was abusive to her. And he was like, "Hey, I kind of want no part of this." And you guys just go check out the messages. I'm going to be leaving that link in my description. But first, let's finish up the rest of this video. Sniperwolf claims to be a top-tier content creator and has occasionally criticized other YouTubers for actions that she herself has been accused of doing, such as stealing content. One notable instance is when she accused Azzyland of stealing her content ideas and thumbnails. According to Sniperwolf, Azzyland mentioned that she looked up to her, even aspiring to be like her.
And told me that I was her biggest inspiration, and that's really cool, and I could totally see it. Like, she would do Omegle videos, gaming videos, vlogs, just like me, and then I start uploading reacting videos, and then a few months later she starts doing the same. Every reaction channel ends up doing similar content. Thumbnails, we all have our original unique style that makes us all different. She tried calling me out on Twitter saying I copied her thumbnail. I didn't. I made my own, the same way I've been making them long before her.
Azzyland took to Twitter and showed the thumbnail side by side, tagging Sniperwolf, saying, "Coincidence?" So in this thumbnail as well, you guys, it was posted a month prior to her even making this tweet, and Sniperwolf uploaded it a month after. Now, I get that this wasn't that big of a drama, you guys. It really wasn't anything serious. They just kind of had some Twitter beef back and forth with each other. But I just wanted to put that in here because I feel like it is important, and it does just go to show how far Sniperwolf is willing to go, again, whenever people critique her. Reaction videos have become a topic of debate within the creator community, with discussions about whether they can be considered as stolen content. Aaliyah Shalesh is at the center of this debate due to her substantial following and her being one of the largest reaction channels on YouTube. In July, YouTuber known as Jacksfilms published an 11-minute-long video accusing Shalesh of freebooting. Freebooting is a term used to describe the act of uploading a video that somebody didn't create and lacks the rights to. This accusation by Jacksfilms added to the ongoing discussion regarding the ethics of reaction content and copyright issues on YouTube. In that video, Jacksfilms alleged that Aaliyah Shalesh or someone on her team had amassed a significant portion of her estimated $16 million net worth by downloading viral TikTok videos and incorporating them into her own content without providing proper credit to the original creator. That raised concerns because she was generating revenue from these videos, but the original creators were not receiving due credit or compensation for this, and you guys, content creation is a competitive field. Now, Jacksfilms contended that Leah's commentary on the videos wasn't necessarily transformative, but more of a summary of what the viewers were already watching and witnessing. He expressed the view that her content, basically in this context, could be described as non-tent, suggesting that it lacked substantial original content or value beyond summarizing or reacting to the other person's content. This criticism underscores the ongoing debate in the YouTube community about the ethics and legitimacy of reaction content and the issues of proper attribution and compensation for the original creators. Now, in the exchange between Leah and Jacksfilms on Twitter, in response to his video, she defended her content by asserting that the majority of what she uploads consist of her original ideas. She mentioned that people often copy her, leading to the confusion among viewers. She also posted comments that seemed to address the issue of gender in the context of criticism. She expressed frustration, stating, "Wow, I can't stand that a female YouTuber is getting more views than me, even though I make the same content. Grr, life is hard." She then added, "Also, I hate bringing gender into this, but no one ever attacks the male react channels." These remarks highlight her perception that female content creators may face different and, at times, unfair scrutiny and criticism compared to their male counterparts in the same genre of content creation. Now, this sent the internet into a rift, you guys. It was 50-50 pretty much because Aaliyah has a huge following. So a lot of people on her side were defending her, and a lot of people on Jack's side, and just people who had free minds, was totally against her in this situation. And that was until court documents just arose on the internet that revealed that Aaliyah Shalesh is facing 7 counts in the lawsuit, and these counts include the breach of fiduciary duty, breach of contract, breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, tortuous interfering with contractual relations and business expectancy, conversion, accounting, appointment of receiver. In the lawsuit, the plaintiff, whose name is Evan Young, otherwise known as Sausage to the internet, asserted that he had been responsible for curating and scripting Leah's content for several years. He referred to the Sniperwolf channel as a joint venture and claimed that when they created the channel, or the YouTube account, that they used a combination of personal information from the both of them. This lawsuit seems to revolve around the issues related to the business relationship and collaboration between Aaliyah Shalesh and the plaintiff. But you guys, he's basically stating here that he created all this content for Sniperwolf, and all she really had to do was put her face on it. So he is the mind behind the channel, and she's just the face of it. Goes on to state here that according to the court documents, it stated that although Aaliyah Shalesh was the public face of the Sniperwolf YouTube channel, the plaintiff, Young, was heavily involved in the creative content and operational aspects of the channel. This involvement encompassed various responsibilities, including but not limited to the concept organization and development, script writing, directing, video editing, posting finished videos to the channel, and conducting market research and analysis, but this is just among other tasks. The details suggest that the plaintiff played a significant role in the production and management of the YouTube Sniperwolf channel. Now, with the recent situation ongoing with Jacksfilms and Sniperwolf about the whole situation, you guys, going on recently, and I did make a video covering this. I made like 2 different videos about this in a short if you guys want to go check that out and look into it. But this is just showing you guys that this is not just a recent thing. She's not just going through a bad time, a bad breakup, and a bad lawsuit. Let's feel sorry for her. She's acting out. This is literal proof, just concrete evidence that myself can Google on the internet and find at any given point of the day, that you guys can go on the internet and Google and find at any given point of the day, that she's just a bad person and a crappy content creator. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the situation and what you guys think about all of her instances prior to this Jacksfilms situation, you guys. Again, I did make a video covering that topic, so feel free to go check that out. Since I already had a video about it, I did not feel the need to include it in this one. The reason why I wanted to make this video is to expose pretty much all of the bad that she has done in the past, and this isn't even half of it. This is just some of what I felt the need to dig up for this video, you guys, but there's so many other channels talking about this, so again, feel free to go check out any other channel talking about this. Let's get this girl off the platform.